One of my favorite ways to make money, make passive income online is through digital real estate. So today I'm going to break down something a lot of people keep maybe hear about, but most people don't really understand what is actual digital real estate. And I know you probably asked that question when I mentioned a word, and I'm going to explain it in plain language like I explain it to my own friends, since we're friends, right? So first of all, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing what I'm learning, and I'm sharing what I'm doing like I do on this channel anyway. So if you're curious about the way people are building real estate portfolios without buying an entire house, stay with me. This video is for you. Most people hear real estate investing, they automatically think you need thousands of dollars, like you need to get approved, you need good credit, okay, you need to manage tenants, you need to fix stuff, you need to deal with repairs, you need to have actual time invested in this, right? And that's why most people never get started, because you don't have to know how to do any of that when it comes to digital real estate. And it's not because people don't want to invest in real estate in those ways, because people do it every day, but because the traditional way of doing so feels out of reach and causes so much stress. What is digital real estate? So digital real estate is basically real estate investing with using a digital platform. Okay. And I'm going to share the digital platform with you. Now, the way I'm going to explain it is like this. So instead of buying a whole property, a house by yourself, you can buy a small piece of the property. Okay. You're still participating in real estate. You're just not doing it the traditional way. And the reason you can do that is because of something called tokenization. Okay. So make sure you write that word down, tokenization. And I'm going to explain to you what tokenization is. Tokenization is just a fancy word for something simple, okay? Tokenization means taking something real, like a property, and turning it into digital shares. Now, those digital shares are called tokens. Like, I want you to think like real life tokens. And each token represents a piece of ownership. So instead of needing 200,000 or even $500,000 to buy a property, you can invest like smaller amounts, okay? And still you can earn based on what you own. That's it. That's a simple explanation. So looking at these coins right here, let's say a house is, worth so many coins. You can buy as many coins as you want based on how much the coin is worth. And that will give you access to be able to buy pieces of the property. So that's digital real estate. Okay. So make sure you write those terms down. We talked about digital real estate already and tokenization. I got some other terms that I want you to write down, because these are terms that you're going to hear a lot. You'll get used to it, but you have to know it. And I want to make sure that I'm explaining it in a simple way for you. So another one of the terms you're going to hear is um, fractional ownership. Okay. So you're going to hear that a lot. Fractional ownership. All that means is that you own a fraction, a portion, or a piece. Okay. It's like, let's say if a property is a pie, right? It's a sweet potato pie or your favorite pie. You don't need the whole pie. You can just buy a slice. And if that piece or if that whole pie makes money, you get a slice of the earnings of that money too. Okay. Again, plain language. And that's the whole concept. So here's why this is attractive to a lot of people like me and you. Okay. Definitely was attractive to me, because you can start with a small amount. You can get access to properties you normally wouldn't have access to on a daily basis. You can participate without being a landlord. You can build your portfolio over time, and you can invest right from your phone. Like, you don't have to be on a computer. It helps, but you don't have to be. You can use your phone. And one part people really, really like is that the platform itself, I'm going to talk to you about, they handle all of the other stuff on the back end. Okay. So we don't have to worry about tenants. We don't have to worry about repairs. Like, you get the opportunity to participate on the income side while the company does all that, the back end work. Like, that's the part that I really love. Like, I talk about soft life. This is soft income, okay? And my goal is to share this with more women because we're in this time, especially around tokenization. There's a lot of articles out about tokenization. You can do a quick Google search around tokenization, and this is the way of the future. Okay, especially with real estate. Okay, so I want to keep talking about it here on my channel to share this with you so I don't want you to be left behind. So the platform that I'm learning about and using is called eEstate. Okay. And I'm sharing it because I'm already in it. I've been in it for quite some time and I'm building income with it. I'm building legacy with it. Okay. I own a portfolio of properties. Now, what they do is they offer properties on their platform where people can buy fractional ownership through tokenization. Remember I said those words earlier, right? They also talk about how they're making real estate more accessible too for everyday people like me and you. So this is not for the big boys, this is for us too. And one of the things that I want to mention is that you can start with as little as $10 on certain properties. So that part really makes people pay attention. It's one of the reasons why I got started, because it's not just for the big boys with all the money. It's for us too. We have an opportunity to allow our money to make money for us, and we're building legacy too and building passive income. And when I say legacy, I mean you are passing down properties to those that when you leave this earth, you'll have something to pass down. That not just passing down, but they're going to have the opportunity to make the money too that you already have set up. So let me make this clear, okay? You're not buying a whole house, okay? You are buying a share of a property through the platform at eEstate, okay? eEstate is like I don't want to say the middleman, but it's how we get to participate. And that share that you purchase is tracked digitally, okay? It gives you that proof of purchase as well of ownership on the blockchain. Okay. So in plain language, that just means there's a digital record showing what you own. That's what the blockchain does. It shows that, hey, Sharita Deloach is a owner or part owner of this property. Okay. It keeps a record of everything. So that's another word you want to write down is blockchain. Okay. For the definition of blockchain, just put that's my proof of purchase. Okay. It's like when you have a lease or you have a deed for a house, the blockchain acts as like your deed, saying that you are part owner of this home or even commercial property that you invested in. Okay. I hope you got it. All right. Make sure you write these terms down. Now let's talk about the part everybody wants to know about, the money, honey. Okay. How do you and I, or how do even right now, how do I make money? Okay. The platform eEstate is built around properties that generate income, like short-term rentals. Okay. And the way it's described is that you earn based on your share. Okay. So if you put in $10, you're going to earn based on that share. Now payouts does happen regularly. I get paid on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. Okay, I see money come into my eEstate account during the first phase because there are two phases. Now, let me say this clearly. I'm not promising you returns. I'm not telling you what you'll make. I'm sharing what the platform explains, and I'm sharing what you can review yourself inside the back office. And you can definitely, I'm going to add the link in the description. You can set up a free account to get you started, okay? But always do your own research, okay? And only use money that you are comfortable investing in. That's number one. We only invest what we are willing to lose. This is investing. This is not a guarantee. You have to keep that in mind. Okay. I know we have big goals and we live a soft life. We want to have passive income, but I want you to make sure that you don't invest your rent money. Okay. Don't invest what you are willing to lose. Okay. One thing that stands out with estate is that there are different properties that we can invest in. So there are properties in states like Miami, Seattle, Los Angeles. There are some international properties as well in Bali, Dubai. That's just some examples. Okay. The main point is that these are not low quality properties. Okay. They're not low quality. Okay. They are high value properties that are already set up to produce income. Again, there are more examples. We have a live presentation. If you want to join my Telegram community, I make sure I share when we have live presentations. If you want to connect there, you can do that as well. So I put that link in the description where I'm sharing that with my community as well. If you want to get access to the live presentations. The live presentations do happen Monday through Friday at different times on Zoom, where these conversations are held. And then you can see the properties. You get more of a detailed explanation that you might want. You can definitely get access to that. So make sure you join the Telegram community so we can connect there too. How do you actually get started? Okay, here's a simple version on how you can start. First, step one, you want to get your link and create your free account. I got my link down there below. Okay. Step two, you want to complete verification. They mention KYC. Okay. KYC. KYC. I'm going to talk about that too. And that just simply means you verify your identity. Okay. Step three, look at the available properties. And then the next step is choose what you want to participate in. Then you're going to fund your account using cryptocurrency. There's a lot of options, Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of options. Okay. Then you're going to purchase the property that you want. Then you're going to track your ownership and earnings inside your account. Okay. That's the basic flow. I love the platform because it's so easy to navigate as well. And you can check out, the properties, how much you invest in, how much you're making on a database. You actually get a notification every single time that you get money coming in, and it makes this little pop noise too. So I love it. So so go ahead and set up your free account, get your KYC done. But let me talk about what KYC is for those of you that may be new. In plain language, KYC is something that a lot of platforms require. Okay. It's all it stands for is know your customer. In plain language, they want to confirm that you are a real person, okay? And that matches your identity to your account. I had to do this too. Okay. What I did was I had to upload my ID, my driver's license, and I also had to do a selfie verification as well. I think you have to do it with your license too, just to prepare you for that. But that's normal when it comes to dealing with platforms, especially when these platforms are promoting financial products. Okay, so there's no scamming and all those things, and you don't have to worry about your identity being hacked and those things. And please, once you get everything verified, please set up 2FA, okay, so that nobody can just hack into your account. Okay, please make sure keep your account safe. Set up 2FA. All right, I just wanted to make sure I give you that tip. All right, so let's talk about who this is for. When it comes to digital real estate. Now, this tends to be really, really good for a lot of people. I'm really wanting to help more women that want real estate exposure, but you don't want that landlord life. If you want to start something small with your investments, women who like the idea of building a portfolio over time. Also, women who want income producing assets. Right, right. We want that, right? I want to be able to provide that, those resources for women. Okay. And I also say, if you don't like learning new things and you don't like platforms or you get overwhelmed with tech, this may feel like a lot at first, but you can just follow the steps. And if you're willing to learn the basics, trust me, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Your girl is, as I continue on this journey, I am learning too. So that's why I like sharing my journey. I don't profess to know it all, but I'm learning on a daily basis. And as I'm learning, I'm going to share more with you too, so you'll have an understanding. That's why I want you to write those terms down, because even in upcoming videos, I'm going to be sharing more of those terms. You're going to hear me say them. So I want to put you on now so that you have an understanding of those terms. If you don't, if you want me to break it down a little bit more, let me know in the comments. The goal is when you have clarity and you have understanding, then you'll know how to move. Okay. You'll understand how to move. But I don't want you to try to think too hard where you just overthinking, right? There's a difference. But I do understand that there is a learning curve when it comes to this, and there are terms that you definitely want to have the education around this. And the great thing too about estate is that they have education. Like even now, the time of this recording of this video, we have one of the leaders, Brandon Ivy. He's going to be doing a training around how to buy cryptocurrency. So please know that we're not just here to just tell you to invest. The goal is for you to educate yourself as well. So as you making these big girl, these grown woman moves, you understand where you are going and you understand what your money and how your money is working for you. So here's some things I want you to keep in mind, okay? Anytime you deal with real estate, cryptocurrency, digital platforms, investment, please know there is a risk. Like heck, life is risky, right? Things can change, markets can change, regulations can change, technology can have downtime. That's the world we're living in, okay? So my advice is to start slow, learn first. You don't have to rush, but I don't want you to procrastinate, okay? Please don't invest money you can't afford to get tied up, and ask questions. Okay, I got a Telegram community for you again where you can ask questions. This is the grown woman approach. This is what we do. We ask questions. Okay, don't be afraid to ask those questions. Again, if you want more deeper, we have presentations that are live. Okay, now I do have a presentation that is pre-recorded. If you want to check that out, I put that in the description too. It is led by my husband, Anthony Deloach. So if you hear that name, please know that you're gonna hear from him a lot because he conducts most of the presentations. Okay, so if you want that, you want to listen to the pre-recorded one. Yes, it's about an hour long. Okay, so you probably want to listen at it while you're washing dishes or something like that. That would be great. But sit down if you want to do that, or you can join the live. Okay, either one will work. I've got everything you need down in the description. Again, if you want to learn more about what I'm doing with digital real estate, and I'm going to make this so simple, easy for you. Again, I have all of the info links in my description, the presentation, join the Telegram group, especially if you want, join live and all those great things. I can't put all the live presentation links down in the description because it'd be too much. Join the Telegram group. Okay. I have a channel just for that. Okay. I'm not here to convince you. I'm just sharing. Okay. I'm sharing what I'm doing. I'm sharing what I'm learning. So again, if you want the full breakdown, look at the presentation, get the steps, and if you're ready to go, you're like, you know what, let me go ahead and make my account. I do encourage you to do that. Go ahead and make your free account. There's no charge for you to do that, so that you can take a look around yourself inside of the platform. You can see what's available. You do have to do KYC, okay? You do have to do KYC. Get all of that done, and then that way, because probably a lot of your questions are going to be answered just by going to the website, okay? That's the simple answer. You know, digital real estate is a way to invest in real estate through fractional ownership. Remember that word, using what? Tokenization. Okay. So everyday people like me and you, we can start with smaller amounts. We can build our portfolios over time. Again, if you want more videos like this is where I break things down in plain language. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, so when I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know. And again, if you want to learn more about digital real estate, the platform I am using, eEstate, I put the link in the description. All right. So girl, I hope this video was very much great for you. It's educational. I hope to see you in the next video. And again, I'm going to do more videos like this and just share my journey on this platform. Okay. So let's do this, girl. Let's let our money make money for us so we can live our soft life. And I look forward to seeing you on the next presentation. Okay. Talk to you soon, girl. Bye.